D with the Peace You Crave, and I'm so glad that you're here with me right now. And today I want to talk about freedom through faith. So I thought it was fun to start doing some videos about these energy healing oracle cards that I use. So I use a deck called Healing Energy Oracle. Um, this is it. If you can see it on the video, it's backwards, but this is the deck that I use. And I like to just draw a card that I'm drawn to in that particular day, and it has a little affirmation on it. And the one I want to share with you is freedom through faith. I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. I free myself of all doubt by entrusting my doubts to God. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. I trust His will and find freedom. So, just to break those sentences down a little bit, I calm my thoughts and rise above fear. There's a lovely image that I like to use of trying to calm my thoughts by thinking of them as floating down a stream. And you can place them on a leaf, or you can place them maybe just on the water, or whatever looks good for you, and just watching them as they go. And putting one on and watching it go. Putting maybe more on, watching them go. Trying to calm my thoughts. Water for me is very calming, so it's something that's very helpful. I think I read recently something about there's some scientific studies that because there's water in our brain, like our body just reacts in a relaxing, calm way around water. So I try personally to be near water as often as I can be. And I will sometimes be by a stream and visualize a thought going down a leaf, or if I see a stick floating or something like that, I'll have the thought just go down the stream. And they can be challenging. And sometimes the thoughts come back, and it's not always a one and done, okay, the thought's gone. But it helps me to calm my thoughts. And just looking at this card, when I think about thoughts, my thoughts aren't going to go away. I tell people sometimes when they ask me about meditation and how you stop your thoughts, I go, well, if you stop your thoughts, you wouldn't be living anymore, because the brain, it's what it does. It thinks. So you wouldn't be here. Your brain wasn't working, right? So the thoughts to me aren't something to be afraid of. They're not something to push away. They come up. I'm sitting in meditation. I acknowledge them, and I let them float away. I let them go down the stream. I let a cloud take them away. Whatever the calming image that I can use, I calm my thoughts. I don't get rid of them. I calm them in whatever way is working for me in that particular day. And rising above fear. That's a challenge. There's many fears that come up with thoughts. But being in that calm state with the thoughts, the fear isn't so bad. The fear is lessened. It's still there because, again, I'm a human being. I'm alive. I'm thinking. I'm feeling. I'm living this life. I'm going to have fears. I'm going to have thoughts. What am I doing with them? How am I looking at them? Am I letting them rule me? Am I letting the fear be so overwhelming that I can't do anything? Which has happened to me. That's been a true thing. So as I calm them, the thoughts, I can rise above the fear. And sometimes I physically will try to visualize myself. Well, not physically, but I'll visualize myself like floating above whatever the fear is. So if the fear is like this horrible, yucky mess down here, I'm kind of up here because I'm above the fear. It's still there, but it's not affecting me. It's not ruling how I live my day to day. So that's what I have about that one. I free myself of all doubts by entrusting my doubts to God. So that goes back to higher power. And when I say the word God, it doesn't have to mean the Judeo-Christian version of God. It can be whatever works for you, whatever doesn't work for you. It's all good. But just something bigger than me, my higher power, the spirit, the universe. I free myself of doubt. Don't know if I've actually freed myself of doubt. However, I do try to entrust my doubts to the big, vast universe out there, because my doubts go back to the fears. And the thoughts. So if my thoughts are calm and my fear isn't so ruling my life every day, and if those doubts come up, they're also not as big. And then I can also just say, okay, universe, take my doubts, take them, please. And then I entrust that the universe will do something with them. Hopefully transform them into something positive, but not always. Sometimes the doubts are there because I'm not supposed to do something, or the doubt is there because that really isn't right. And it's almost protecting me, the doubt. And even the fear, it can be protecting me from whatever it is. I may be needing to feel that. The universe wants me to feel that because I'm not supposed to go over there and do whatever it is, or I'm not supposed to say this thing, or well, I don't know. I just don't know how the universe is using all these things. So also that helps with the calming, because then this is how I'm thinking about the things. Well, I don't know. I don't know what this is for. Why is this person in my life? Why did this happen? Why did I get cut off? Why am I in traffic? Maybe because I wasn't supposed to be where I'm supposed to be at that moment because something else is happening that doesn't involve me, or something would have happened if I was there. I don't know. These are the things I'd love to know, but because, I'm a human in this body, I don't know right now. Maybe someday. So giving those doubts to the universe. Still working on freeing myself, though. That is definitely a work in progress. But there's a freedom in that. There's such a freedom in just letting these things be entrusted to the universe. I have faith in God's perfect timing and placement. So there is a time and a place. Things are the way they are. I have had people tell me that, if it's already happened, it's God's time, it's already happened. You're just living the experience now, but it's all planned out. It's already happened. So why are you fighting it? Why are you in lack of acceptance? Why are you trying to control things? Why are you in fear? It's already planned out. It's there. Just, that's it. That's what it is. And we have free will, so we can change the course of things. However, I believe that my life has been planned out. There's certain things that are supposed to occur, and I can choose what I do with them. And knowing that that's how it is, there's a freedom, because I'm not trying to run the show all the time. I'm just like, okay, it's raining today. Okay, it's sunny today. All right. Because that's what it is. I mean, I can't change that, right? Goes back to serenity prayer. And it's perfect timing and placement. I can't fathom in my human brain what the perfect and right thing is every second of the day. I can't. It's not possible. That's why there's something bigger than me out there doing that. And knowing that it's perfect, it's just how it's supposed to be. I trust His will and I find freedom. So again, that trust that it's perfect, the plan is just how it's supposed to be, and that's where the freedom happens. So cultivating that faith in things are just going to be how they are. And it all goes back to the first sentence with the calming my thoughts. That has been a critical piece, is the what do they call it? The monkey mind, or the thought train, or whatever you want to call it. The crappy committee in your brain, whatever it is. My biggest triumph in my life so far has been calming my thoughts. And I don't do it perfectly. Absolutely not. However, it's so much better than it was. And it allows me to do all these other things and trust, and really start to embody what this card really says and what it's trying to do for me. There's just so much to finding freedom through faith, and finding freedom in your life from things. I could probably go on and on about that. But just the freedom from having my thoughts rule me, which then brings the fear and the doubt and all those things. Like, just saying, okay, there's a plan and I don't know what it is, but I mean, it's got to be better than whatever my little mind could think of. Because all this stuff, this earth, our bodies work perfectly, the earth works perfectly, that there's happens to be enough air on this planet that we can live and have all these plants and animals and oceans and beautiful things. And it boggles my mind that it's so perfect. I couldn't do it. So there has to be something making everything so wonderful and great that it all just works together, and we just kind of float around and do our thing, and it just works. So freedom through faith. So I hope that's helped you a little bit today. I look forward to continuing this kind of series with you. I have a whole bunch of cards in my deck, so I'm excited to pull them and see what they say each day and kind of share what my experience is with that. So if you'd like to connect with me more, you can find me on my website, www.thepeacewecrave. I have so many offerings. I would love to connect with you. And I hope you got something out of this today. Thank you so much.